We're ready to configure our server now. You'll notice that in addition to the admin console, it's got /sign-in here. You set up a username and password during installation. Type that in now. Now you'll notice that this is new to 17 as well. It asks you to import an SSL certificate right away. Now, we haven't configured ours yet for a signing request and they haven't issued it yet, so we're not going to use one right now. So I'm going to click Do Not Use, and we're going to click Save. You'll notice it really wants us to use SSL, and for a good reason too. But for now, we're going to accept that risk. So now we're given access to the admin console home screen. You can see that it's got a number of statistics here. You can monitor usage, CPU, memory, network, and disk space. It's also got some basic stuff here, like my trial expires on August 21st. Here's my data API limit. Here's my ODBC connections. Here's my FileMaker script engine connections. Everything I need to know at a glance now on this home screen for FileMaker server. But we're going to do configuration, so we're going to go directly to configuration. Now you'll see that for general settings now, we've got the database server running right now. You can stop it, you can change the server name. We're going to change the server name to FM server master class. Save that. Then we've got our version information here and our startup settings here as well. Here's our FileMaker client settings, session timeout for Pro and Advanced, or for Pro, Advanced, and FileMaker Go. By default, it says no timeout. I do like to give it a custom timeout of 60 minutes. And you see WebDirect's times out in 15 minutes. Filter databases, this is an important one here. It will require users to sign in with a username and password to view databases that they have access to. This is an important security setting, and I kind of wish it was enabled by default, but it's not, so I enable it as part of my setup. Now you'll notice that in the FileMaker 17 admin console, since it's built on Node, every action saves automatically, so you don't have a save button anymore in the admin console, so you can just go directly to the next one. Now you'll see that the default file paths are in here, including the default file path for the backup files. Now remember, we set up that 160 gig backup, so we're going to have to actually go and set that up. So let's search for the disk manage disks, create and format hard drive partitions. That's what we're looking for. Now you'll see that in here, in this disk management utility, we've got disk 1, which is unknown and offline. So we're going to bring that online, and it's saying not initialized. Now we're going to right click and initialize. Now we have disk 1, which is a basic disk for 160 gigs, but it still is unallocated. So we're going to do new simple volume. I'm right clicking for all these actions. It's going to walk me through a wizard. I'm going to use all of the space, and I'm going to assign it D as the backup letter. Oop, sorry, I skipped one there. Format the volume. These are all good. I'm going to rename it though from new volume to backup, and I'm going to make sure that file folder compression is turned off. So hit next, hit finish. That will format pretty quickly, and now I've got a backup drive there for D. So once I'm done joining that second virtual disk here, I can change this to be just capital D and save. It actually wants a path there, so let's go give it a path. So if I go to D and I do new folder, backups, and then I do the backups. No, it's not giving me that. I'll fix that later in our next video about backups. So for folders, you want a folder there. Script schedules, we're not doing any schedules yet. Notifications, I'm not doing notifications yet. SSL certificate, not doing that yet. And then logging. So top call stats is turned off and logging is done automatically, so I can just download those logs here. So connectors and administration are two separate topics. For administration, I'm looking in at my license key. So if I want to import my license key to change this from a trial, I can do that. If I want to purchase more users to upgrade my user count from 5 to 10 to 15, I can do that here as well. And I can sync the license so that if FileMaker updates my license key, I can sync it here so that I get the changes in my server without having to reinstall FileMaker server. That's really nice. Here's my administrator username and password. And if I need to set up external authentication with Amazon, Google, or Microsoft, I can do that here for allowing sign-ons with those OAuth domains. So that's really it for configuration. It's very easy. Just one tab, a few settings, and you're ready to go.